by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in...
Team named, please come out to the... What? I have no idea. Come out to the driveway here. We will line you up 6 feet apart. If you're selected to be on a team by an alliance captain, we're going to have you line up 6 feet behind them after you accept, okay? And we are going to have 5 alliances today. Ranked team 244D, Dutch from Grandville Community Education. They went 8-0. And they did have the highest average win point. Captain of the second alliance, 3231S. Voltage Strike from Williamson Academy in Greenwood, Indiana. They were 6-2 today. Captain of the third alliance, 244A, Viper from Grandville Community Education. They were 5-3. The fourth alliance, 248A, World Qualified from Granville, Michigan. They were 5-3 today. All right, that's 4, right? So the 5th ranked team, 248E, Rushed from Granville Robotics. They were also 5-3 today. They were tied with average win points with the 4th ranked team, but the 4th ranked team had higher auton points. That's how many times they won autonomous when they played. All right, so here's our 5 alliances. So we are going to go over to 244D and find out who he wants to play with.
244A.
244A, Viper, what do you say?
We graciously accept.
Behind him. So we need the next team. Rank 6 today, 288A, Simons from Granville High School. They were 5-3 today. And we will ask the second rank, the alliance captain for the second alliance, who they'd like to play today with.
248A.
248A, that is world qualified, right next door.
We accept.
All right, they accept. That moves up. I can't see your team number. 248E to the third alliance captain. But we're going to invite the 7th ranked team, 3547A, Virus, the Dark Side from Technology First in Monroe. (248E). Who would you like to play with?
248A.
248A.
Police, what's your number?
248B.
248B. 248B, do you accept or decline? They have invited you out here.
Sure.
248B, do you accept?
Yes, we graciously accept.
All right, so we do not need to add a new person right now. Captain of the 4th Alliance, who would you like to play with today?
We'd like to ask 3547A. We accept.
All right. There's our fourth alliance. We are going to invite the 8th ranked team, 244B. Is it eventually yet from Grandville Community Education to be the captain of the 5th alliance? (244B) was 3 and 5 today. And who would you like to play with?
(4911A).
Yeah, sure.
And 4911A would like to accept?
We graciously accept.
All right. So there's our 5 alliances. We will give you 4 and 5 play first. We will give you a few minutes to talk to your alliance captains. Please don't mix your pits up too much, okay? And we'll get started in about 4 or 5 minutes. Congrats.
Welcome to the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics. The 2020-2021 game, VEX Robotics Competition Change UP.
Change Up is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in goals and by connecting rows.
The VRC Change-Up field contains 32 balls, 16 red and 16 blue. Each robot starts the match with one of their corresponding balls as a preload. In addition, there are 9 goals located around the field where balls can be scored.
Balls are 6.3 inches in diameter and are worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance color when scored in a goal.
An alliance can take ownership of a goal by having the top scored ball in the goal. If an alliance has 3 owned goals in a row, they will receive a bonus of 6 points for connecting the row. But watch out!
During the driver control period, robots can remove balls from any goal at any time. This means that even if a goal looks full, an opponent could descore one of your balls, open a spot for a ball of their own, and interrupt a connected row. No scored balls or connected rows are safe. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score on their side of the field without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with a 6-point bonus added to the final score at the end of the match. This year, each alliance also has the opportunity to earn an additional win point in the autonomous period by completing their home row. The home row is the row of goals closest to their own alliance station.
The 1-minute, 45-second driver control period begins once the autonomous bonus winner has been determined. At the end of the driver control period, after all objects and robots have come to rest, the match will be scored to determine the winning alliance. Remember, VRC games are not scored until the driver control period has ended.
Official rules and game information for VEX Robotics Competition Change UP can be found at roboticseducation.org or vexrobotics.com.
To register a team, find events near you, or ask a question on the official Q&A, please visit robotevents.com.
Best of luck, and have a great 2020-2021 season.
Hi, I'm Doug, and this is Mike, and we're the head coaches of the Grandville High School RoboDogs, and we're standing here at the Robotics Center at 4900 Canal, right in front of the can bin. Since April, we've collected over 750,000 cans and bottles to help fund our program. So we want to thank Grandville and the surrounding areas for all of your generosity.
We started the first week of May, and you never would have believed we'd reach 1 million cans and bottles, but we're on pace to do that by the end of September. And that 1 million cans and bottles have funded the purchase of tents and parts and cleaning supplies. They've allowed us to run day camps and overnight residential camps, and they even helped support this tournament you're watching right now. So thank you everyone for your support, and please help us by dropping those cans and bottles off here at the Robotics Center, 4900 Canal in Grandville.
We made it really easy for you. You don't have to wear a mask. Just come up to our bins and throw them in. And again, we thank you for your support.
24 hours a day, no mask required. Just pull on up, drop them off, and we'll return them for you. Thanks for your support.
Hi, my name is Mike Evely. I'm one of the head coaches of the RoboDogs, and we're here to talk to you today about Donors Choose. Donors Choose is a website which allows teachers to raise funds for projects for their classrooms. We've used Donors Choose to raise funds to purchase a number of items here at the Robotics Center, like 3D printers, robot parts, and computers. We're here today to ask that you go to the Donors Choose website, find our projects, and please donate.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Go to www.donorschoose.org. Search for Mr. Evely, E-V-E-L-E, and you can donate to support the RoboDogs 3D printers. Thanks again.
"14 clubs. That's what they tell us a legal golf bag can hold. And while that leaves a little room for balls and tees, it doesn't leave room for much else. There's no room left for deadlines or conference calls, not a single pocket to hold the stress of the day or the to-do list of tomorrow. Only 14 clubs. Pick out the right one and drive it right down the middle of pure Michigan. Your golf trip begins at michigan.org. 25,000 mornings, give or take, is all we humans get. We spend them on treadmills, we spend them in traffic, and if we get lucky, really lucky, it dawns on us to go spend them in a world where a simple sunrise can still be magic. 25,000 mornings. Make sure some of them are pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Michigan. This is paired with Team 4911A. They are high voltage from Niles.
All right, we have 4 robots, 4 controllers on the ground. I believe we are ready to go. 4 versus 5, Auton in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my God, it worked.
Oh, we have cheering over there from the Blue Alliance that they were able to score theirs. There we go, Virus up and in with the red one into the corner. 288A with one into the corner as well. So again, Blue took the Auton. That is your number 5 seeded alliance, taking the Auton advantage. That means that the red alliance likely have to at least get one more connected row. There's 2 robots at the center. They're both waiting for each other, I think, to be able to put them in. Or maybe 4911A couldn't. Seems to be having a little issues. So 288A goes ahead and puts those in there. Couple into the middle. "45 seconds left. That bell means
Yes. Yes. 72 got the same thing. Yeah, you got one.
10 seconds left. How are we doing on the field? It's pretty even on the field. It'll all come down to who has more rows. One there at the end. I do see a red row. A blue one up on the top. That one's not going in. Oh, I see 2 red rows.
It comes down to balls, I think.
3 red rows.
Tom.
Yep, I see 3 red rows.
Diagonal across from us. No, they don't have one.
I'm not sure I see any blue rows. Blue did one Auton.
Red's got it. They have 2 rows. It doesn't matter, but like that's not.
Look at that ball on top of the goal to finish.
Another diagonal.
All right, we have a victory for red, 41-15.
That's 41-15. Congratulations to Fifth Alliance. You had a great day. Good Auton win, but red was just a little too strong in the driver portion there. And they take it. So the 4th seeded team will play our 1st seeded team.
Who plays next, Duke?
Well, let's play 2v3.
Yes, let's play 2v3 right now. Give the 4th Alliance a little bit of a break. So if you are Alliance 2 or Alliance 3, please make your way to the field.
Maybe you can tell them what color they're supposed to be?
So the number 2 seeded alliance will be our red alliance. They are 3231S. Vulture Strike from Greenwood is the captain. 248A, they call themselves World Qualified from Grandville, Michigan. They are the red alliance, number 2 seeded alliance. Our number 3 seeded alliance is our blue alliance. That is 248E. The captain is team named Rush from Grandville. And 248B, Paper Dragons from Grandville. Grandville is their partner.
As busy as the world gets, there are still times when things move a little slower, when life is a little simpler, and the local color looks good enough to eat. Welcome to harvest time, when Mother Nature puts on a whole new wardrobe, and we look at life in a whole new way. So pull out that favorite sweater and grab yourself a little piece of pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Yes.
25,000 mornings, give or take, is all we humans get. We spend them on treadmills, we spend them in traffic, and if we get lucky, really lucky, it dawns on us to go spend them in a world where a simple sunrise can still be magic. 25,000 mornings. Make sure some of them are pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
If this doesn't work, then
our production costs will come out with our iPhone. We don't charge a lot either.
14 clubs. That's what they tell us a legal golf bag can hold. And while that leaves a little room for balls and tees, it doesn't leave room for much else. There's no room left for deadlines or conference calls, not a single pocket to hold the stress of the day or the to-do list of tomorrow. Only 14 clubs. Pick out the right one and drive it right down the middle of pure Michigan. Your golf trip begins at michigan.org.
Watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Auton in 3, 2, 1, go.
It looks to me like it's still got to be the red. They still have their row there, right?
Yeah. They broke up this row, they have this row, and then took that row.
All right, red wins Auton. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, there was a lot of balls that went all over the place. Some of the robots didn't quite score as they had envisioned, but red ended up with a couple connected rows still. 3231S goes red right in the corner. Their partners over here in the near corner on the right. 248A flipped a red one in there, flipped one right in the side. Most of the towers are red now.
Oh, I got one over here.
And we're staring at a lot of red rows out there. I don't see any blue rows. Blue's going to have to take some connected rows to overcome the autonomous advantage that that bell means 30 seconds left. is the end of the drive.
Two red rows. Three red rows.
All diagonal this way, yeah, this way. And not this way, coming that way.
I see some red connected rows, so I think we have a final score.
All right. Red wins 38-10.
38-10, the Red Alliance takes it. That is your number 2 seeded Alliance. They will advance to the finals. Thank you so much for playing to our number 3 seeded Alliance. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a fun day. Yeah, you definitely had a good day to be the number 3 seeded Alliance. Next up, we'll play the 1 versus 4.
Oh boy. Yeah, 50s, but don't sleep on the big
There are your elimination brackets. As you can see, the number 2 ranked Alliance does advance to the final. Now we have 1 versus 4. All right, your number 1 seeded Alliance is in red. They are captained by team number 244D. They are Dutch from Grandville, Michigan. Their partner is team 244A, Viper, also from Grandville, Michigan. On the other side is your number 4 seeded team, 288A, Simmons from Granville, Michigan. And their partner is 3547A. They are Virus, the dark side, from Monroe, Michigan.
There is an adult VEX League, isn't there?
VEX League, but you're out of university.
I thought there was one more.
Not that I know.
The zip ties are all in the right spot. We have 4 robots, 4 controllers on the ground. We're ready for Odd Town. We're ready for Odd Town in 3, 2, 1, go. Red wins Odd Town. Everybody's got their controllers. Driver control in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we did have our red Auton advantage there. Again, your red Alliance is your number 1 seeded Alliance. Blue one on top. .244A having difficulty trying to get a ball out of the bottom. There they go. They turn that one back to red. Pretty even match through the other portion. Seems a little bit more red than blue. That quickly we got all red except for the middle. 3547A looks like they've got entangled with the field element and they're having trouble getting disconnected. 244D throws a couple in there anyway. 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, after a red autonomous victory, I see mostly red goals out there. Everything except for one. We'll let the officials score this one up, but I'm thinking it's going to be a big victory for our #1 ranked alliance.
All right, they won Auton, and they won the match, 51-8, red. So we will take a 3-minute field timeout for the first alliance to get everything reset, and then we will have a 1 versus 2 finals.
Different, just the same thing.
25,000 mornings, give or take, is all we humans get. We spend them on treadmills, we spend them in traffic, and if we get lucky, really lucky, it dawns on us to go spend them in a world where a simple sunrise can still be magic. 25,000 mornings. Make sure some of them are pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Welcome to the world's greatest 2 minutes in robotics. The 2020-2021 game, VEX Robotics Competition Change UP.
Change Up is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field by 2 alliances, 1 red and 1 blue, made up of 2 teams each.
The object of the game is to get more points than the other alliance by scoring balls in goals and by connecting rows.
The VRC Change Up field contains 32 balls, 16 red and 16 blue. Each robot starts the match with one of their corresponding balls as a preload. In addition, there are 9 goals located around the field where balls can be scored.
Balls are 6.3 inches in diameter and are worth 1 point for the corresponding alliance color when scored in a goal.
An alliance can take ownership of a goal by having the top scored ball in the goal. If an alliance has 3 owned goals in a row, they will receive a bonus of 6 points for connecting the row. But watch out!
During the driver control period, robots can remove balls from any goal at any time. This means that even if a goal looks full, an opponent could descore one of your balls, open a spot for a ball of their own, and interrupt a connected row. No scored balls or connected rows are safe. Each match begins with a 15-second autonomous period where robots score on their side of the field without help from their drivers. The alliance that scores more points in the autonomous period is awarded with a 6-point bonus added to the final score at the end of the match. This year, each alliance also has the opportunity to earn an additional win point in the autonomous period by completing their home row. The home row is the row of goals closest to their own alliance station.
The 1-minute, 45-second driver control period begins once the autonomous bonus winner has been determined. At the end of the driver control period, after all objects and robots have come to rest, the match will be scored to determine the winning alliance. Remember, VRC games are not scored until the driver control period has ended.
Official rules and game information for VEX Robotics Competition Change Up can be found at roboticseducation.org or vexrobotics.com.
To register a team, find events near you, or ask a question on the official Q&A, please visit robotevents.com.
Best of luck, and have a great 2020-2021 season.
Super hard to get fluid, and if they don't get a lot more.
You want a timeout?
You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the action. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. You're watching VEX in the Tent from the Grandville High School Robotics and Engineering Center. There's a break in the...
This is your number 1 and number 2 ranked alliances. So again, just to remind you who we see on the field, our number 1 ranked alliance is our number 1 ranked team overall, 244D Dutch. They're paired with team 244A Viper. Our number 2 ranked alliance is your blue alliance, and that's 3231S, their Voltage Strike, and 248A World Qualified.
All right, in the normal year, we would go around the field and shake hands, but we can't do that, so we're going to do virtual high fives across the field for our top 2 teams today. They played hard. They played 8 matches in about 2.5 hours, so that was fast. But now we're ready for the final. We have 4 robots. We have 4 controllers on the ground. We're ready to go with Auton in 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're off. There goes the red side. They've got 2 of the towers. The blue side has got their home row. The red side's got their home row. The red side actually scored one in the middle too, so that doesn't give them any extra rows. But I think the red side has more balls over there. They're going to count them up though to make sure.
They also knocked one over there. We scored 2 balls. Touching both. Yeah, both of them.
It is red. Driver control. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep. Almost all the red balls were even scored there in Auton. 244A and 244D going right to the towers. 244D puts 1 in the center tower and misses their second one though. And around they go, changing up these towers. 248, 244A changes up that side tower too, back to red. Right now it looks like there's 3 towers that are blue, down to 2 that are blue. 244A punches them out the bottom real quick. Two 244D up and out over in the corner. A lot of red towers right now. Oh, there's 1 blue tower. There's 2, there's 3. Back to 2. We have 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I see 1, 2 red rows. Not sure I see any blue rows.
All right, we have a new champion. The Red Alliance, 30-9.
So stay right where you are. We'll give some awards out here before you move anywhere. I'm looking for a couple. Look, Mrs. Lieber. Hold on a second. Give us some awards. After we get the awards from her, and then we give them.
So our judges have finished up, and we're ready to take a look at what we have. Judges today, we had, you saw Mr. Furman out earlier giving out trophies. He's an engineer at Gentex, and Amy Furman was here. She is a chemical engineer, runs a company called Mama's Home, one of our actual sponsors. We have Matt Corte back, Art School of Chicago, back living in Grandville right now, helped us today. Mr. Block was back today, went to Western Michigan, now he's working here in Grand Rapids. Mr. and Mrs. Lever, Mr. Lever, BDO Seedman in the technology area, and Mrs. Lever has been a coach for as long as I can remember around VEX. So it's a pretty good group of judges, a lot of experience in the group, most of them have been doing it for many years, and they have some fun awards for us. So, without further ado, the Maze Award, first award today. This team's used optical sensors and programming to regulate their intake system and combine, impress the judges, and also allowed them to score 3 towers and match autonomous. The first place in the qualification, first place in skills, and a robot that almost every time today scored all 3 towers in every match during autonomous. 244D, you're getting our Maze Award today. Okay, so I stand correct. We were debating in the judges' room. They were saying they thought they did every match. Okay, so you didn't get him. So he's got something to work on. He didn't get all 3 towers in every match. So we were right in the judges' room. But we were pretty surprised. If you look at the robot, it has optical sensors in there now. They keep track of what balls come in and where they are in the conveyor system. So in autonomous, it only knows where it's at in the field, but it knows where the balls are at in its system, which is pretty cool programming. Next award, Create Award. This team had a gear system we've not seen before. A really unique serpentine chain to drive their combine. They ran all their combine with one motor and a big old length of chain that twisted and turned them in different directions. It was a really atypical arcade drive programming on this robot also. And so between the drivetrain, and we really love the serpentine belt. It's something we hadn't seen before. So Create Award today, 4911A, an award for you. The Build Award. Let's see. The team did fairly well today. They placed well in the field and well on the skills field, but they had a great use of gears to navigate complex challenges and to move around quickly. The evolution of their design to create a reliable scoring machine is clear when the students speak about what they built. So we love this one in terms of the way it was built. It was reliable on the field, and it was a big, solid machine that actually scored pretty well. So today's Build Award to 248A. You guys have today's Build Award. He takes it, okay. Congratulations. All right, we have our Skills Awards. Robot Skills, second place. They were in second place most of the day there. They had a really nice run there and on the field. So our second place Skills Award day, 3231S Voltage Strike. You guys have second place in skills. Mr. Scott, what was their score? Do you have their score there on skills? Well, it was 114 for a while. Do you know if you beat it 114? Did it get better than that?
For Voltage Strike?
Yeah. Second place skills.
You come here.
Come here? Oh.
They weren't second place.
They weren't playing second place in skills. Well, they gave me a second place certificate for them. Well, I'm glad you did this, huh?
They were third.
They were third place in skills. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, the good news is, you guys got place in skills. We're going to have 2 second place awards today because you were third, it turns out, but we're not going to take that back because you guys had a really good skills score.
124.
This must have happened, 124, which is a great score. So this must have happened in the last few minutes after the judges got the skills ranking, which is okay. So the actual second place score goes to 288A. So we'll have to get you an award also. But you will also have second place in skills today because you actually were, what's your score?
127.
127, snuck by 3 points. I don't have a certificate for you, we'll get you one. But you also are second place in skills today. The champion, though, had a really good score and clearly was number 1. Do I have number 1 right, guys? Mr. Clark, is number 1 still 244D Dutch?
It is.
With a score of?
140.
140. So a nice score to make you guys. Congratulations. All right, our tournament champion and our finalists. So we have 2 finalists today. Perfect, see? And we know who you are because you're standing here. Voltage Strike, you are one of our finalists today. Congratulations, you played in the finals. And you had a rough finals, it looked like. You had a really solid day. World Qualified, you guys also played in the finals. Congratulations, you're a finalist. Our other 2 teams have been through. Everybody's got some trophies for our finalists and our champions today. You can't have that yet. Are you a team of 1 today? Is that right? You other 2 are both quarantined for coronavirus? Oh, so a team of 1. Mr. Bark and Quash, congratulations. You guys are one of our champs today. And then 244A, right? D, Dutch, you guys are the other champions. Congratulations. You guys played a really tough alliance. These guys had a really good pair of robots. And it was good to see these 4 play because I really like the finals. I loved the finals last time we had a Saturday event. The finals today, again, were super exciting. So right at the last minute, people are shooting and scoring and making a difference in the match. 2 more awards. I've got a Design Award and, of course, the Excellence Award. The Design Award today goes to a team that had, obviously, the best book. This morning, our judges did not give out a Design Award. We actually gave the rubric out to everybody and said, hey, we couldn't find a book we liked well enough to do this. You're all a bit off the mark. We're not going to give out a Design Award. This afternoon was tough. We had several good books, but the best book this afternoon, which is really a beautiful book, 3547A, Virus the Dark Side. You have our Design Award today. You guys have a beautiful design number. Congratulations. The final award, of course, VEX's top award, a good book, good play on the field, good skill scores. Our Excellence Award, hope they gave me a note. Well, I guess I can't give it out. I've got Build, Amaze, Create, Design. Who gets Excellence? This is going to be a good one. I need to judge Mrs. Leader, maybe? Someone's got the list that had the Excellence Award winner. We do have an Excellence Award, really. We're going to give one away.
They're going for it right now.
I know they did well on the field and in skills, and I know they had a good book because it bubbled around. I am pretty sure I know what team it is, but I want to make sure I don't just get the wrong one again. So I'm going to wait until they come out here and give us an actual sheet of paper that tells me who it goes to. But I got to see if I can get this right here.
It's coming.
Here it comes. Here comes the Excellence Award winner. All right. Top of the judges. And the winner is 244A. Hey, thank you all for coming. It was another fun day outdoors in the tent. This is our last Saturday event in the tent. We're playing a league down here on Tuesday, and the next week we move indoors. Our Halloween event will be in the building. We'll be indoors then, and our November 7th event will also be indoors. We're having our annual holiday event at the Grandville High School. It'll be a much larger event than you've seen from us so far. It'll be our first big event of the year, and that'll get released on Robot Events in about a week. So we will have a December 5th holiday event. It'll be the biggest event in the state of Michigan this year, I think. It's going to cover multiple gyms and have a really unusual arrangement to space people out, but we are going to have a big holiday bash. We love the holidays, and we can't not celebrate together. So our next event's here, October 31st. There's an event indoors here. It's the Halloween tournament. It's a morning and an afternoon event again. November 7th, it's primarily a middle school event, but there'll be some high school teams there on November 7th. And then December 5th will be our big one at the high school. Thanks for being with us today. Thanks for making the drive. Have a safe trip home. Congratulations on somebody that won something. And if you didn't win, come on back and win next time.
Well done.